Greetings, KyleUniverse here, and welcome to a new show I like to call, Did They Change Something? Hey, did they change something? Sometimes in Hollywood, certain decisions slip past editors. Maybe they thought it was a good idea at the time, but then upon further reevaluation, they decide to change something for the finished product's re-air date. Now, this type of footage is actually hard to come by, because usually it's only available once, and once they change it, it's changed for good. Reruns or DVDs, for the most part, have the corrections made. Good thing I didn't have anything better to do in the 90s, because I recorded it all off TV. With that being said, Super Mario Bros. 3. Love it or hate it, this cartoon was huge when it came out in the early 90s. I remember every kid at school talking about it the Monday we returned from the weekend. However, upon its later run of re-aired episodes, fans noticed something had changed. You see, the cartoon had a lot of copyrighted music in it that were redubbed by the voice actors. Such songs as Great Balls of Fire and Wipeout, just to name a few. But when the episodes re-aired, all the copyright music was replaced with the song Mega Move, a track from Captain N, the Game Master, which was also produced by the same company. However, the most famous was the Mili Vanilli episode. So there was an episode called Cootie Pie Rocks, and it's one of the most memorable adventures. The story is that Princess Toadstool wants to go to a concert, and dang, Princess! She should dress like that more often. Yeah, surprisingly, Mili Vanilli is Princess Toadstool's favorite singing group. Quotations on the word singing. If you don't know the story of Mili Vanilli, they basically were exposed for lip-syncing their music, and it was other people singing it, so it wasn't even actually them in the first place. By the time this was happening in real life, I'm sure this episode was already in production. So in the original airing, they actually just copy and pasted the Mili Vanilli song, Blame It on the Rain. Like, as in they didn't even get some other voice actors to re-record it. They just took the real track and put it in the episode.
Blame it on the rain. Yeah. Blame it on the fire.
Now, I'm not sure, but for whatever reason, when the episode re-aired, Blame It on the Rain was replaced with Mega Move. But now, it just didn't make any sense because they were moving their lips to a song without any lyrics. Isn't that ironic? They also removed Koopa's line.
Blame it on the rain. Blame it on King Koopa. Blame it on King Koopa.
Was he just not allowed to say the song name anymore? Of course, that doesn't stop them later in the episode for using another one of their songs, Girl You Know It's True. Did they just not catch that part of the episode and just let that slip through? I mean, why remove one song title but keep the other one in there? And while we're on that subject, that's another thing that got changed. In the original episode, when the Mario Brothers started playing their instruments, they play them badly, but when it re-aired, they replaced it with Mega Move again.
I'm in love, girl. I'm so in love, girl.
But now, once again, it makes no sense. Originally, Rob and Babs were covering their ears because the Mario Brothers were playing so badly, but when they replaced the track with Mega Move, it now isn't clear as to why they're doing that. I would say that them removing the music had something to do with the controversy that was going on with Mili Vanilli at that time, but then there were other pieces of copyrighted music in other episodes. Now, these songs were actually redone by the voice cast of the Koopa Kids, so they probably thought that that was okay. But I'm guessing that either the original artists weren't okay with it, and they had to remove it, or maybe they removed it for fear of them getting sued. But who knows? Maybe this was the reason Blame It on the Rain was removed as well. Thank you for joining me. Now, there are many more TV shows and movies for me to talk about in this series, so join me next time. I'm KyleUniverse. See you out there.